everyone!
Hi!
So we're super excited because Anya and I were approached by an Australian digital magazine called You Review to do a Q&A and kind of like a feature on us. So we decided to upload the Q&A on our channel as well so you guys could take a look and get an insight of our life.
Just a few extra tidbits in case you didn't know them about us.
Yay!
It's gonna be really fun.
Okay, so we're gonna get through the questions really quickly, so stay tuned. We're gonna start with, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Glendale, California, which is a very big Armenian community.
I was born and raised in Hollywood, California, and nothing's changed.
10 minutes away. So growing up, did you have an interest in fashion and beauty before hitting your teenage years?
I was obsessed. I was the total girly girl growing up, obsessed with fashion and beauty. I remember my first job at 16. I was working at Aldo at the mall, and
I remember when you worked there.
when I used to, when I used to get my paycheck, my mom used to come pick me up from work, obviously, and I used to hand it to her and be like, okay, now we're going to shop. I would have everything picked out during my lunch breaks so I could buy I wouldn't waste time cashing a check and coming back.
I loved makeup and fashion. I used to lock myself in my mom's bathroom and when she was really busy, and I used to try all her makeup on. So like red lips, blue eyes, like anything you can imagine, I tested out. And then I started to get really into fashion after I watched the movie Clueless. I was like, I want to be cool and hip like them with like the socks and like the skirt and everything. So
that's the Clueless phase.
That was the start of my experimenting with fashion.
What age did you start experimenting with makeup, and can you recall first time putting on makeup?
I was definitely not a teenager yet when I started experimenting with my mom's makeup.
Well, my parents were really, really strict, and they were like, you can't.
Oh, I didn't leave the house like it. It was just in the bathroom.
You could, experimenting at like a little girl, I would look like a clown applying makeup. But my parents were super, super strict. I was not allowed to wear makeup until I was like 17 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely not the day and age these days. But after 17, I think I went a little too crazy. So my senior year, I kind of looked like a clown throughout the senior year. Pink lips, blue eyes, it was a mess.
Same thing with me. I didn't really wear a lot of makeup until I was probably in my mid-teens, but I remember the first thing I did wear was like nude lipstick with nude lip liner, and that was a big deal.
Oh, it was for me, it was like the dark lip liner with a light lipstick.
You know what I'm talking about. So what's your favorite makeup brand?
I can't say I have one specific makeup brand. I tend to like different products from different lines.
Yeah.
So for example, like I love Dose of Colors liquid lipstick. I love Laura Mercier's translucent powder, which I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick. So I can't, like, my loyalty is not to one brand, it's to a lot of brands.
We tend to like a lot of the same products from specific brands, but if I had to pick makeup brands for high, I would probably go with NARS because I really love a lot of their foundations. And if I had to pick a low, I would probably go with NYX because...
Or e.l.f., yeah.
They just make really great products.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Name one makeup trend that you personally like and dislike.
What I dislike is when people overly contour their face because you shouldn't look like a clown.
Yeah. I love the baking trend.
Yeah.
I'm so excited that it came about, and it basically solved my creasing issue. I used to have such bad creasing under my eyes, like didn't matter how old I was, my under eyes always creased, and no one could ever prevent it.
Now it's flawless.
Now it's like I could go on all day and not even on the line. Yes. Name one hairstyle trend that you personally like and dislike.
As far as you guys know, I'm obsessed with braids. I know that it's not necessarily trendy anymore, but I personally am a sucker for a braid. If you have dirty hair, if you haven't washed your hair, braids do it for me.
Well, there's different braids. Like your braids are always cute, but like I have to say I'm over the two braid look that Kim Kardashian started. Like it was cool, she did it, and then like for a week everyone did it, but now it's like, okay, overkill, we're done. Let's move on.
Yeah.
I love lobs. Like I tend to no matter what, I get extensions, I cut my hair, I do this, but like I always gravitate towards a lob, which is a long bob if you guys didn't know. And one trend I am really happy that died down was like the side shaved look, because it was like, girl, do you realize that hair is gonna have to grow to match this side of the hair?
It's gonna take so long for that to grow.
And it just looked so bad.
So where did the idea for your YouTube channel come from, and why did you start it?
I think Anya and I, when we started YouTube, the YouTube channel, it was more comedy based.
Yeah.
So it was like us having fun and kind of like
Nothing's changed.
Yeah, kind of making more fun DIYs. Like we were just testing out hacks, like Pinterest hacks. I think it's gotten a little more. We've evolved a lot.
Yeah.
I want to say we've experimented with a lot of makeup brands, a lot of makeup. So I think
We've learned a lot along the way as
exactly.
well.
We've learned a lot too. We read all of your comments and we learn a lot from there too. You guys guide us, show us other people's
You
channels.
guys give us great tips too.
Yeah. So we've all learned a lot.
Big growing experience. So what was the main focus for the channel in the beginning? I would say it's pretty much just to help guide people our age, women, younger, older, it doesn't matter. There's a lot of makeup brands that we saw that were like, ooh, this is really cool, I want to try it, but is it worth the money? And that kind of started the trend of us doing reviews. And then it was, well, I really like this product, but there's so many toxic ingredients, can we do an all natural? So honestly, we were just inspired by everyday real life.
And we were just like basically BFFs having fun.
Yeah. So where do you source your inspiration for your videos?
Okay, this is really cheesy, but inspiration, like I'm inspired on the daily by like Ani. I'm like, no, but I feel like we do inspire each other.
Absolutely.
Because like I love Ani's sense of style. I love the way she does makeup. I love the way she has her hair, her sense of fashion, all of that, and I feel like it's the same.
And I think that Nora helps me go outside of my box because I tend to get into my comfort zone.
Yeah.
And Nora's always willing to take risks, so sometimes she'll do a really cool cat liner and I'm like, oh my god, that looks so amazing. So I'm inspired by Nora's boldness, and I think that we have a really good balance as far as inspiring each other.
Aww.
Okay, so what's your favorite video that we've done?
What's my favorite video? What could I say? What was my favorite video? Okay, so the vampire facial.
Ooh, that was really scary.
The vampire facial was, to date, my favorite video.
Scary.
Because, first of all, it looked freaking awesome, like, as a video.
Yeah.
Like, aesthetically, it looked beautiful. But also, it was really cool getting the treatment. It was kind of, like, we left the office, and we left the studio, and we went to someone else's office,
Yeah.
and, like, I got a cool treatment done.
They took her blood and put it in her face. It was so weird.
Yeah, that was really cool. It was different, so out of the box. Again, I love that.
If I had to pick a favorite one, I would probably say the NYX color correcting palette.
Oh, that was cool.
Because, you know, hopefully you guys learned a thing or two about color correcting your face, but I actually really loved reading the comments for that video because a lot of people thought that I was throwing shade to Nora when I was really just trying to teach people how to cover certain imperfections. So the comments on that video really made me laugh.
Because she literally like painted my entire face in different colors, and everyone's like, "Whoa,
What
I
are
guess."
you doing? You're so mean to that girl on the left.
But it was cool.
It was great.
I learned a lot.
Yeah. So what's your least favorite?
My least favorite video is the oh, I know which one it is. It's the one I think it was the 5 nude lipsticks that we did, or lip colors that we did. The only reason it was my least favorite is because we used a lot of liquid lipsticks and matte lipsticks, and my lips had to. I took, I think, a week of moisturizing to recover, because that's what liquid lipsticks could do to you if you're constantly like applying it.
She was walking around with chapstick, and Nora puts on chapstick really funny. She puts it to her lips and she goes like this. So for like a week straight, that's what I saw from Nora. I would say that my least favorite video is probably the turmeric DIY that we did, because I used too much turmeric for my face and it turned my face orange.
Yeah.
And I had to really scrub it off. And
You
I
know-
was not happy about it.
You know what's funny? After we did that video, I saw so many people, like celebrities, had posted their Instagram photos. I
Yeah.
forgot which celebrity it was, but they had posted it that their face had turned orange too,
Yeah.
like yours.
But see, yours didn't turn orange.
No, because you used a lot.
Yeah. Guilty.
So what's the worst makeup experience you've ever had, or the most embarrassing?
I would say that mine is one that happens on a regular basis. For some reason, this eye always waters.
Tears up.
I can't figure it out, you guys. I've tried different makeup. I've tried everything. And so it's really hard for me to do a cat eyeliner because this side will just start to like droop off. And then I'll have like one perfect eyeliner and nothing on this side.
No, it's really sad. It gets teary, and like she's changed her mascara, she's changed her like like she tries different
Eyeshadows.
things.
I've tried a combination of everything. I cannot figure out, and it's only this eye.
Mine is like one specific bad experience I remember I had. It was actually recently. Do you remember when it was really hot in LA? Like
Yeah,
really,
the heat
really
wave,
hot.
yeah.
That there was like a crazy heat wave in LA, and we were shooting videos, so I had put lashes on. I had done like a super like glam look, and then I had a hair appointment to go to, so I quickly left and went to the hair appointment. By the time I got out of my car and went into the hair salon, my eyelashes had actually, the glue had melted. So I walked into the salon not knowing, and I'm like this. I'm like, oh my God, something's wrong. And I go to the mirror and people are looking at me weird. Like, I thought it was like, oh, this girl's aggressive with wearing a lot of makeup. And then I go to the mirror and my lashes are literally all out. That was the most embarrassing thing that
I remember
gone
that.
through. It was like 3 weeks ago. Have you ever had a bad hair experience?
I have a bad hair experience once a month, and it's called gray hairs.
She does. The struggle is
my
real.
hair grows really, really fast, which is great on one end because it's like, okay, my hair grows fast. But then my grays will come out so quickly that sometimes I don't even realize how quickly they'll come out, and someone will be like, so when did you start getting gray hairs? And it's like all gray. And it's not even just up here, you guys, it's all over my head. So my bad hair experience is once a month.
And it's genetics. You've had gray hair since your early 20s.
You guys, I got it so
it's okay, you're not old. It's just
I got it
genetics.
so early, but so did my mom. So what can I do? Just gotta keep dyeing it.
Yeah. My bad hair experience is literally every time I have to take a shower and wash my hair because I have unruly hair,
Yeah.
and it's always a struggle doing my hair. I don't like just get out of the shower and put in a few curls and it's done.
I love Nora's natural hair. It's like this big.
But it's horrible because like I can't take a shower, wash my hair, and get out and like just dry it. I have to blow dry it. I have to put a million products. I have to blow dry it, and then I have to curl it or straighten it. And then it's like, okay, maybe tomorrow it'll look good. It's just always a struggle, always a freaking struggle.
It really is a struggle. I feel bad for her.
So yeah, like when I have kids, the one thing I always dream for my daughter is to have straight hair. Like to have straight hair.
So growing up, did you have one of those iconic late 80s or early 90s hair?
I've had every haircut, every hair color you could possibly imagine. I was such an experimenter.
She really has, you guys.
I was such an experimenter. I had
Remember
like
when you
Rihanna
had that, like, crazy
short hair.
pixie cut too?
That was the Rihanna. I was Rihanna inspired. You remember when she cut her hair really short?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna do it. And then I realized I have a fat face and I have really big cheeks, and that look doesn't look good on me.
You just chopped it all off, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
rebel.
Yeah, it was not okay. I've had black hair, I've had red hair, I've had platinum blonde hair.
Yeah.
I've had, my natural hair is just like 80s perm or 90s perm, whatever.
My hairs look the same since I
has.
was about 14 years old.
We should do a time lapse of your hair, of you.
The only thing that's changed is like
You
maybe
added a wave.
2 inches like up or down. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a bad experience during a beauty session at a makeup counter or boutique?
Obviously, I think everyone has had a bad
Yeah.
experience. One thing is, you know your face best, and you know if you have oily skin, you know if you have dry skin. Like for example, I know I crease under my eyes, so just a little powder isn't gonna cut it. So before, I would not speak out, and I would just like wait
Let them
until
do it.
I would get my makeup done or whatever, and like I would leave and just be really dissatisfied. Maybe that's
Yeah.
why I stopped getting my makeup done. But now, before I sit on the counter or wherever it is that I'm getting my makeup done, I tell them like, hey, I have this kind of skin, so use this kind of foundation. I crease under my eyes. If you don't speak up, they don't know, so you can't blame them for, you know.
Giving you a bad makeup job.
Exactly. So one suggestion is, if you're getting your makeup done professionally, speak up initially. Tell them what kind of skin you have and what your skin requires.
I would say that my worst experience was, honestly, it was probably about 10 years ago. So this is like way before I really started to perfect my own makeup. And I got my makeup done at the mall because I was going to a wedding. You guys, I've never been so terrified of what my face looked like than when I left. It was 17 layers of cake and powder. I was so scared. I went home and I took off maybe 15 layers. it was just such a bad experience. I'll never forget how terrified I was when I first looked in the mirror. So speak up.
What's one thing you've noticed every man does while shopping with his partner at a place like Sephora?
In the corner with his phone.
Yeah, outside on those chairs outside for sure.
Yeah.
Like they don't even come inside anymore. Before it used to be like, oh, cute boyfriend walking with a girl, right? No, now it's like outside.
Name one white makeup trend that you see people doing wrong, and how should they avoid making the same mistake?
I would say overlining your lips. A little is cool, like to line it a little outside, just so you could have give the illusion of fuller lips. Like I've seen some like overlined lips. It's like, don't do that. It doesn't look good.
Yeah. I would say that kind of goes back to a trend that I really don't like seeing is over contouring. Sometimes like people will over contour their nose and you see the lines or you see it here. It just doesn't look good. You know, blending is really important. So don't overly contour your face.
Yeah. Name one hairstyling trend you constantly see people doing wrong. How should they avoid making the same mistake?
I don't like it when people go to like, if they go to like a dry bar or something like that,
Oh my God, that's my answer too.
and they overly curl their hair. It just doesn't look good, you know, like loose waves, especially nowadays, I feel like are more flattering for your face than that like Shirley Temple curls.
That's literally what
Or when
I
they
was thinking
overly
of.
hairsprayed and it just like stuck there.
Stays. Like when you go to somewhere like a dry bar, you're getting your hair done professionally. I think so the hairstylist curls it. The one most important thing to do is brush it out after. Whether it's if you want some sort of curls, like use your fingertips, brush it out. Or I always just actually use a brush and brush it out because I don't want the curl look. I want the wave look. And the curly look was very cute in the 2000s because we were guilty of it. We had it.
Totally.
But this day and age, it's more about like, you know, the wave. And
Nice relaxed waves.
yeah, like effortless.
I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A. If you have any more questions for us, you
Leave
can
them
just
below.
leave us some comments. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to our channel by clicking here. Check out our NYX beauty haul and our Tarte Tartiste contour palette.